Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another really nice video. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm here with Izzy Likes VR, go subscribe to her. What do you have to say right now?
Hello people watching my video. Subscribe, go, this channel. Should I link in the description?
I mean,
I can't link it, but I can write it.
You guys know me, I'm Wendigo145. That's, Izzy Likes VR, drinking a milkshake. Let's get into the stories. Okay, you go first, Izzy.
Okay, I go first?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell the year 4 story.
Okay.
So in year 4 I was in a class with like all my friends. Like the teacher, it was a good teacher, I guess. But like,
yeah.
So my class was like filled with like troublemakers. Like, well, not troublemakers, but like everyone was like paired up with like their worst enemy. So like
enemy.
2 of my like friends like hated each other, and they like always fought over something that happened like 5
days ago or 5 years ago works.
It happened ages ago, but they always thought about it, and like, so one day they're fighting about it during class, and they're like, "Why'd you do this? Why'd you make fun of me, huh? Why'd you do it? Huh?
Oh God,
yeah?
no! I didn't do anything."
And then, like, and then so the teacher was like telling us to like, "Okay, calm down, stop, just explain your side of the story," and then everyone's like talking at once, and the teacher's just like, "Shut up!" She literally yells at everyone to shut up, like, "Shut your mouth! Shut your mouth right now! No, shut your mouth right now!"
I'm sorry. I have a weapon! I have a weapon! Continue?
Yeah, so one of my classmates got really mad at that. So they told their father. Their father writes an angry email. Writes an angry email, and like then the next day the teacher comes up to me because like I was friends with the person that wrote the angry, like their father that wrote the angry. The teacher comes up to me and is like, "Why did I write this email? Do you know? Do you know anything?
No.
Tell me the truth.
Ooh, look at the bunny.
Give me answers right now." Yeah, bunny.
Look, I don't know anything.
And then like the teacher was literally yelling at me and my other friend like, "What do you think?" And both like, "No, we don't know anything." Like literally, we didn't even know what happened. And then like, yeah, and like every other day there was an argument in the class, and the teacher was just so done with us by the end of the year.
Oh God.
I actually hated that class.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay, so let me tell you my story real quick.
Okay.
So, my story, I go hiking. I touch grass, surprisingly. But this story takes place on a hike. There was like a mountain thing like this, and then it went like this, and then it went down. So I was just walking on the edge. Oh God. I was just walking on the edge. And since the soil is really loose, sometimes I almost fall. I'm like, ah! But this time I actually did fall, and I was like,
noises.
But then I got up, and I'm still alive.
Nah, really? Here I was thinking you were dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Your story is the next story.
Yeah. So one day I'm like ghost hunting because like I used to ghost hunt a lot before mines was closed. And anyways, I was ghost hunting and I joined code hide, and I met these people and they were like, "Oh, you also ghost hunting?" And I was like, "Yeah." And we're like, all of us were like, okay, let's go something together. So we're like, oh, what code should we join? And I'm like, oh, we should join code Banshees. Sometimes there's like ghosts that aren't Banshees. Banshees bad. And like,
Okay.
obviously I know it's modders, but anyway, so we joined code Banshee, and there's this green like guy like outside of Stump, but like next to the tree. And like, he's just like standing there with his neck like spinning like this. It's like if I were to actually do it, my neck would break, and his like wrist would also like spinning. But it was like a spinning model. And then like yeah, like that. And he was like standing like this.
Oh
like
my
this,
lordy
and, like,
lord.
Yeah. It was like bright green, and then he starts saying like whispering in this really creepy voice, random numbers. So he's like, for example, he's like 3.859767835 United States of America. Like he says that like 3 times, like different numbers each time. And then so I'm like, oh, that's obviously fake. And then he starts saying random numbers, and this kid literally, he's like, bro, that's my phone number. That ghost just said my phone number. And I was freaked out because it was probably like staged, but like I was really freaked out. So like I
was just about to say. I was just about to say, some people bring their friends along to troll ghosts, so they could actually make it hold up, I'm gonna do air quotes to make it seem real, but in reality, it's just staged.
And so the green guy left the server after that, and there was nobody else in that server, like no other ghosts in the server, so we just left and drew a different code.
Okay. Well,
this guy playing music.
Oh. Let me tell you a story about the time I encountered a modder in caves, and it was actually really fun. So, believe it or not, I used to be a minigames kid.
Oh, same.
When caves was open, I was just being like, "You guys want to play Quakes? You guys want to play Quakes?" And I was just, and I was just being like that. And one time, while I was griefing minigames,
little children.
That's okay to say. I do pretty brutal stuff and animations too. So there's this guy who walked in. He had like a regular name, but I was just like, oh, sick, someone joined. And then caves was like a hot spot for modders, so it wasn't really surprising, but it was just pretty funny. He started doing like that spider thing where he walked on the walls like do 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 do, and he would do like do 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 do. He would do that, and one time he brought out a platform and he was like just floating like kind of like this, and he blasted music on like a soundboard, and he was doing like and he was just waving his arms around, and it was super fun. It was a good time. And then he left because he doesn't want to get banned from some stupid minigames kid.
I'm gonna ban you. I'm gonna ban you for playing music.
Oh.
My father owns Gorilla Tag.
My father owns a Gorilla Tag, so he could sue you. Oh my god.
To sue you and your entire family for all your money.
Okay, so what's your story?
Once I was playing Gorilla Tag, as usual, as the Gorilla Tag enthusiast that I am. And like while I was playing Gorilla Tag, I was just chilling in forest, like playing like Infection. And so back when I did this, like I have like a wardrobe like right there.
Oh, did you hit your wardrobe?
No, it's actually I actually hit something else. And behind me, I have my bedside table. So once, my room was in a different setup this time, back then. But like, once I was playing and I swung really hard, and I literally slammed my hand on my bedside table, and like like on, and
Oh.
one of the part of my hand that I slammed on the corner, and I cut my hand, and it was bleeding, and I also like almost broke my finger. It was like fractured or something.
Oh God. Or
And I
maybe it
still
was like
hit,
a
like,
jam
something
thing. Did you jam
Yeah.
your fingers? Ah.
Yeah, I think so. And I also have like an art thing right there. Every now and then I hit the paint.
The
and it
paintings?
hurts.
Oh,
Yeah.
gee.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a pretty boring story.
Well, I have a... stop recording. Okay. So I have a pretty similar story from what you just told me. But it involves a door, and it doesn't involve VR.
Oh.
So I was like in, let's say like ETK. I was at ETK, and I was just minding my own business while my mom talked to the school teacher while I just zoned out, looking at the door. I was like, ooh, look at these dangerous metal things. Look at these dangerous metal things. And, when my mom left, or when the door was about to close, it went like, I screamed. And I screamed. I was like, ah, my finger! Ah!
My God.
Pretend this is like blood. Ah, my finger! Ah! Ah!
Oh my God. Are you okay?
Oh my God, my finger! My finger! Fill up! Fill up! My finger! Ah! So my parents rushed me to the emergency room, and I ended up needing to get like one of those finger. This is one of the things I remembered. The doctor said, "Oh, you'll be like Iron Man," and I just remember thinking like, I don't like Iron Man. I really don't.
100.
But it was like this metal thing they gave you to make it softer. Pause.
Oh.
And yeah, it was just like this thing to make it softer. And then eventually, when I was playing outside in the same place, I could take off the metal thing at that point. My nail kind of looked like a ring pop. One of those rainbow ring pops where it was just like a bunch of different colors like red, purple, yellowish, green. And then eventually at the playground, my nail fell off.
Are you
And
okay?
and it's still damaged too. It grew like not correctly, so it has like a little marker thing. It was on my middle finger too. But
This is why I don't trust doors.
this is a totally unrelated topic, but who was the guy who leaned too far back in the chair and cracked his head open? I want to meet him.
I don't know.
How do I meet him? Isn't he like dead since he cracked his head open? But I want to meet the guy who started all those stories.
Once about that.
But I
At
did
my
lean
school,
too
something
far
like
back
that
in my chair.
happened. Like a kid they weren't in my class. I don't know. Told the story that like a kid in my school like literally leaned back too far and his head cracked open, and like the art teacher had to like hold it closed or something because
Oh God.
that was pretty gruesome.
I would
That's why I don't lean on my
totally
chair.
animate that. I would absolutely animate that. So, anyways, Izzy, it was nice having you on. Hopefully this story time gorilla tag thing becomes a trend. So both of us could have like 50 million subscribers. But see ya.
Whatever this is.
I have no idea what that is.
No idea what that was.
I'll probably animate some of these stories, but for Izzy over there, subscribe to her, and see you in the next animation, which is probably going to come out tomorrow. Goodbye.